Hey, what's up, guys? I apologize for this late post-fight vid. Actually, I did a post-fight vid after the show last night. Uh, it was like 20 minutes long, and somehow, some way, after I finished up, it did not save on my phone. So, you know, I apologize for not having a faster upload and a faster immediate reaction for you, but I blame my phone on that one, so hopefully this one will save and I can get it up to you. Okay, the main event, of course, the Black Beast won, second round knockout. Mario Yamasaki stopped that fight late, man. Mario Yamasaki should be spending time in jail today for that shit. Man, Travis Browne had no chance after being knocked down. Maybe let him take one or two shots, but man, he let the man go to sleep, man. Take all them damn shots, man. That shit was not cool. So Mario Yamasaki, that was a late stoppage by you. You're an experienced referee. You should know better. You're putting that main event spot for a reason. Okay. I have Travis Browne. He won the first round with the body kicks. Derek Lewis was too far out. He should have closed the distance. His biggest one of his biggest detriments, probably his biggest, is his fight IQ, man. In the second round, he had Travis Browne against the cage, and Travis Browne was covered up, and instead of going to the body, he kept throwing to his covered up head. I do not understand. The man had his head covered up like this, and Derek Lewis instead trying to break the guard when the body was wide open to hit. If he would have thrown to the body, it would have been game over. As strong as he is, if he would have just went to the body, somebody needs to sit down with Derek Lewis and tell him, that the body, it is effective to throw at somebody's body. You don't have to hit at the head, So, he closed the show. I think Derek Lewis is going to be a middle of the pack heavyweight. I do not see him being a UFC champion. I do not see him beating anybody in the top 5, really, unless he lands that knockout punch. But he had a shitty post-fight interview. I know some people loving it and shit, but not me, man. It's not, I don't want to hear about you having to take a shit. I don't want to, the fight's over. I don't need you talking trash about the opponent, talking about his girlfriend, all that kind of shit. I do not want to hear that stuff, man. Talking about all the sexy getting at home and all that, man. Yeah, I don't know, just it's kind of embarrassing to me, man. I wasn't really trying to hear all that shit. So he came through in that fight, which I did not bet on that fight, by the way, but he won that fight. Travis Browne, I think he needs to retire. I've been saying this a lot, but Travis Browne has lost, I think, 5 of his last 7 fights. It should be 6 or 7, because he should have been DQ'd for that Matt Mitrione fight and all them finger pokes. He got a TKO in that fight, which he should not have. He should not have got a victory from poking the man in the eye over and over. So or it should have been a no contest. So in reality, he should have lost 6 of his last 7 fights. He has not looked good since December 2013. So Travis Browne, I think he needs to hang him up. All right. In the co-main event, I actually scored that fight for Hector Lombard. I know the stats after the fight supported Hendricks winning the fight, but in my notes I have that Lombard won the first. The 253 mark, you can see the look in Hendricks' eyes at how he was amazed at Lombard's punching speed. Okay, I had Lombard winning the second with strikes. Hendricks came on late with knees. Okay, he came on like the last maybe minute and a half, 2 minutes of that round with the knees, but Lombard had won, the majority of the round, so I gave it to Lombard. Okay. It was a funny moment when Hendricks got low blowed. He grabbed his nuts and he was jumping around the cage, like a fool. And let's see what else happened. I gave Hendricks the third. He was sticking and moving. He had the knee shots, and he came on late. Okay. No wrestling. I don't understand why this guy is a national championship wrestler and he doesn't use his wrestling. So, they gave him the decision, And another funny moment when after the fight he looked, well, he didn't look into the camera, but he said 185 mother, and then he kind of put his hand over his mouth, pointed at the cameraman. He realized he was on TV. You know, funny dude. But I thought Lombard won that fight myself. Okay. Another funny moment. Derry Lewis's coach Bob Perez was being interviewed by Heidi Androl, and man, he just slobbed all over after the interview. He looked her up and down, checking out her ass and all that, her legs with no shame. You know, yes, I caught that shit. You know, and I probably would use that as a thumbnail for this video. Okay. The Paige Van Zant Metro PCS commercial. I did not see that often. I saw it, and I thought to myself that she is a better actress than Ronda Rousey. You know, just off that commercial. You know, I was like, man, if she can act better than Ronda Rousey. You know, she could be in some comedies, some romance type movies. You know, romance comedies and stuff. You know, I just made that note. Okay, the Gina Mazany Sarah McMann fight. Mazany came in at 139.5. I thought she had plenty of time to make weight, which I did not know she had missed weight. I did not see the weigh-in. Okay, McMann had the first round finish. The fight was a little over a minute. You know, she did what she needed to do. That's what she was supposed to do against a girl like that. You know, she should have wiped the floor with that girl, you know, and she came through on the betting line as I thought she would. The odds makers were way off. They thought this fight was going to go the distance. They thought this fight was going to go over 2.5 rounds. And, you know, you could have got Sarah McMann. I saw as high as a plus 177 to win inside the distance. You know, and I am regretting that I did not play her inside the distance along with Mauricio Alonso to either win on the money line or to win inside the distance. I should have done that, and I didn't. A lot of money left on the table. Hell, $100 parlay with them two just to win on the money line. Well, with McMahon to win inside the distance and Alonso on the money line, $100 parlay would have been like an $800 and I think $33 profit or something like that. Crazy, you know. So she got the first round finish, and then she tried to do a little call out, ask for a title shot. Sarah McMann does not need to do that. That's the second time in a row I remember her doing that shit. That's not her personality, man. And she's like, I think I should get my title shot. I want it. I think I deserve it after another first round finish or after another finish. You know, she does not need to be doing that shit, man. You know, just win and just, you know, if you want to say I'm ready for a title shot, say I'm ready for a title shot. But don't try to get aggressive. Don't try to, you know, I know somebody's probably in her ear saying, hey, Sarah, you need to ask for what you want. You got to say what you want, you know. And, you know, she does not need to be asking for a title shot after beating a girl they just pulled off the street, a girl who has had long lapses in her career, who probably has not been training for all those years, you know. So, you know, no, that was not the fight to ask for a title shot off of. You know, she needs to beat somebody ranked ahead of her. Holly Holm, Rocky Pennington, Kat Zingano, or Juliana Pena. She needs to be one of those girls. And then she can say, I want a title shot, you know. I would like a title shot. Okay. And we had the random Markos Carlos Esparza fight. This is a fight that I have wanted for a long time. I wanted this to be a tough finale fight when they were on Tough. I was on team Random Markos, you know. I did not like how Carlos Esparza and Felice Herrig was treating this girl on that show. Okay. I actually scored this fight for Esparza. Now, this was a fight that could have been scored 29-28 either way, or it could have been scored a draw. The first round was the hardest round to score. There was not much action for a majority of the round. But I gave it to Carla Esparza because she landed a significant punch on the feet and she got the takedown. Okay, now Markos did land a bunch of hammer fists while they were on the ground, and I'm thinking that's how she could have, you know, got the score for that round. You know, she did land a bunch of hammer fists, which I love. I call them the tough hammer fists because that was just revenge for the way she was getting treated on that show. You know, and I love seeing Esparza having to turn her head and being helpless, you know. But I did give it to Esparza, okay. And I think the second round was clearly Esparza's round. The third round I gave to Markos, okay. So That fight was kind of a toss up. You know, I would love to see him do it again. I wish it would be a 5 round fight. I know that it might be tough making it in the main event somewhere, but if they had like a small show in a small venue, they could make that a 5 round main event. Just give it a good supporting card, and I would love to see that fight go 5 rounds. And Thiago Santos, he had a spinning heel kick, spectacular finish. At first, I thought that could have been a kind of a quick stoppage, but as you look at it more and more, the guy was down while he was looking at the guy, and he had his hands up by his head. He was not defending himself clearly. He got hit a few times on the ground, so that was a good stoppage. Okay, and that was pretty much all I was interested in this card. It was a good show for a Sunday night show. It was a good show with all the B teamers. Todd Grisham, he did a good job in his first announcing gig with the UFC. So it was a fun show with some funny moments, and hope you guys enjoyed the show. If you have any thoughts, you can leave a comment in the comment section. Let me know what you guys thought about it. Take care.